Hey guys, it's your tech girl Mary and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So another day, another review video na naman ito. And this time, we are talking about the newest laptop from Apple, their Macbook Pro M2. M2 meaning this is their newest chipset, which is again their update from their previous M1 chip. By the way, shout out pala to meronako.ph on Instagram dahil sa kanila natin ito nabili. And yup, hindi lang Apple devices yung kanilang binibenta, but also other brands like of course DJI, gaming PCs, monitors, gaming chair, and marami pang iba. Actually, from their name itself, meron ako halos lahat ng gadgets, meron sila. Kung wala kayong Instagram, they are also present on Facebook, so all the links will be down in the description box below. Yes, tama yung nakita niyo sa title. It's been a week pa lang na na-experience ko itong laptop na to. So technically, hindi ito yung tipo ng long-term review na hinahanap nyo. But of course, it will still somehow help you guys kung nagpaplano kayong bumili nitong bagong laptop ng Apple. Actually, medyo maraming controversy nga ito. Probably dahil nga gumamit sila ng old hardware tapos new chip lang yung bago. Well, hindi lang naman new chip yung bago, but of course, that's the main upgrade. Sa mga confused pala, sa mga, of course, chipsets ng MacBooks ng Apple, alam ko medyo madami sila and we don't know kung saan ilulugar yung isa't isa. So just to give you an idea, yung M2 chip na bago ngayon is an upgrade from their M1, but the M1 Pro and M1 Max will still outperform yung bagong M2 chip. So meaning, para lang din mas madali nyong maintindihan, we have the M1, M2, M1 Pro, and the M1 Max. So yun yung, alam nyo na, pagkasunod-sunod ng kanilang chipset in terms of course, metrics and Antutu scores. Now, let's talk about their prices first. Actually, dalawa yung pwede nyong pagpilian if hindi kayo magko-customize. Meron tayong 8-core CPU na may 10-core GPU at 8GB unified memory and 256GB SSD storage. This one retails for 74,990 pesos. And yung unit na meron tayo right now has an 8-core CPU, 10-core GPU, 8GB unified memory, and 512GB of SSD storage. Retails for 86,990 pesos. Now, in terms of colors, dalawa lang yung pagpipilian natin. Like before, we got space gray and silver. And nakikita nyo naman sa ating video right now, what I got is in space gray colorway, katulad ng kulay na nakuha ko before noong gumagamit pa ako ng Intel chip na MacBook Pro. And yup, eto, nasa harap ko guys yung laptop mismo. Actually, hindi ko na ginawa ng unboxing for YouTube since you guys have already seen this sa TikTok and Instagram account natin. Actually, as you can see, itong MacBook Pro na nasa harapan ko has the exact same chassis as the 13-inch M1 MacBook Pro that was released in 2020, which is again, that laptop itself used a design that is being used way back 2016. So yes, it is the same 2560 by 1600 screen, the same Magic Keyboard, the same two Thunderbolt ports, and the same touch bar, and the same slightly tapered sides. Actually, kung mapapanood nyo yung mga reviews ng MacBook Pro sa YouTube, even sa Google, mostly halos pare-parehas lang yung sinasabi, which is totally agreeable naman din. I myself who experienced this laptop, parehas rin kami halos ng mga sentiments, but of course, may iilan lang din akong gustong i-point out that I think really makes this laptop worth buying. Do take note lang in terms of design, lalo na kung specific nga kayo, it has the old 720p webcam. It doesn't have the MagSafe charging technology that we have for the 14-inch MacBook Pro. And of course, we also don't have the SD card slot and the HDMI port na nakita natin dito sa MacBook Pro 14-inch. So yes, they are both a Pro laptop, pero of course, may mga differences sila, such as the squared look and of course, a very full screen display despite the MacBook Pro 14-inch having a notch. So basically guys, isa lang talaga yung nagbago mainly dito sa MacBook Pro 2022. Bukod sa 24GB memory option, yung speakers niya nagsusupport na ngayon ng spatial audio, and yung kanyang headphone jack ngayon has the advanced support for high impedance headphones. Yung processor talaga niya, yung main thing na nagbago talaga sa kanya. Actually guys, testing this MacBook Pro 2022, I did feel na mas slower nga yung SSD speeds niya compared sa MacBook Pro na merong M1 chip. So yes, totoo yung mga sinasabi din ng ibang tech reviewers na medyo mas mabagal yung base model nitong laptop na to na nire-review natin doon sa 2022 MacBooks. So ayun, kung gusto nyo i-avoid yung medyo slower SSD speeds, you might wanna consider getting guys yung higher storage katulad ng meron tayo right now, which is the 512GB. Now, let's talk about yung touch bar. So, totoo lang no, yung iba na missing touch bar, yung iba naman ay totally hindi. And isa ako doon sa mga hindi. Alam nyo, after using my MacBook Pro 14-inch for a while now, I really can see myself, guys, going back to this touch bar. Hindi naman sa pagiging maarte or you know, being a little bit choosy when it comes to my tech. Pag nasasanay ka na kasi sa isang klase ng feature, medyo mahirap bumalik. So yes, mas okay ako sa simplicity ng function keys kaysa sa touch bar. But on this part, to each their own naman ito guys. Depende pa rin ito sa inyo at sa laptop na pinanggalingan nyo. Next that I want to point out is the battery life of this one. Alam nyo guys, in terms of the battery, hands down ako dito sa bagong MacBook Pro. Battery-wise, may significant advantage talaga guys. Kaya naman sa mga heavy user dyan na alam nyo na, always on the go, you might want to consider, you know, this laptop. Sa mga MacBook laptops na ginagamit ko way before pa guys, never ko sinabi na talagang long-lasting yung mga laptops ng Apple. Yes, nagamit ko guys itong bagong MacBook Pro M2 in over 10 hours, which is usually guys, mga ganitong oras na mamatay na yung 14-inch MacBook M1 Pro ko. Actually, mas pinupush ko pa nga yung laptop para mas matest ko yung battery life niya. Kung ano-ano yung ginawa namin sa kanya, you know, yung usual na ginagawa ko on my M1 Pro, ganun din yung ginagawa ko dito just to really test out kung gaano ba talaga tatagal. Medyo nahihirapan ako doon. Sorry. Hindi ko ma-put into words. For the things that I do for everyday guys, from Final Cut Pro, Lightroom editing, and even of course social media usage, it lasts for around 17 hours. So yes, with this reason pa lang guys, it really makes the MacBook Pro M2 chip a very tempting purchase. I know I always say that design is also important. Alam niyo naman din ako, usually I really based my reviews on camera and of course, design. So yes, I wouldn't say na very fan ako ng old design nitong bagong MacBook Pro, pero ito lang yung masasabi ko. Battery and raw performance is more important pa rin talaga. So the question is, who should buy this new MacBook Pro M2 chip? Para kanino ba talaga to? Lalo na at meron na tayong bagong MacBook Air. Making it harder sa mga consumers natin dyan na mamili since dalawa nga yung laptops na pagpipilian natin sa bago nilang M2 chip. Para sa mga regular users natin dyan, halimbawa na lang din si Jason, who mostly uses yung kanyang laptops for, of course, word processing, watching and streaming content, and occasional editing sa ating Final Cut Pro. I do think yung chipset na M1 Pro is overkill. If you are a professional audio or video editor that needs a rig that can, you know, handle yung mga massive workloads, then you need to invest, guys, sa base model, preferably ng 14-inch na may M1 Pro chip. Of course, with that, makakakuha ka rin ng 1080p webcam, mas superior mini LED display, and a very modern design. Another question, should you buy it? If currently naka-Intel MacBook Pro pa rin kayo, which I assume na, of course, you are opting to upgrade already, the M2 will be more than okay for you. You'll experience, guys, some extra performance compared, of course, to your older laptop na naka-Intel chip pa din. I don't even, guys, have to run benchmarks kasi, again, based on real-world experience pa lang, I can really say na you really are upgrading. Bukod pa dito, of course, you will get extra battery life. Again, no, kung medyo hirap kang mamili between this laptop and of course the new Air na may M2 chip din, just consider kung importante sa inyo yung fan-equipped laptops. Again, always remember, pag Pro, meron tayo nito. Pag Air, definitely wala. Again, it's not a bad MacBook, guys. Katulad ng sinasabi nila, it's just an old MacBook with a new chip. Not that I'm disregarding, guys, yung mga disappointed, of course, dito sa bagong M2 MacBook Pro. Alam ko naman kung saan sila nanggagaling, specifically na may bago nga tayong MacBook Air. At the end of the day, basta maganda yung overall user experience, I don't think magiging problema yung pag-upgrade nyo dito sa bagong MacBook Pro. Considering that there is a new update na kung saan pwede na natin gamitin yung ating smartphones as our webcam. And hindi lang yon, as a tap-down camera. I haven't really tried this, pero yung mga beta na nakakuha, na-try na nila, and it was a really cool feature. So yeah, that's basically it. Sana kahit pa paano guys, nakatulong itong video natin all about the new MacBook Pro kahit na 7 araw ko pa lang siyang nagagamit. If may mga comments kayo about, of course, this laptop or this review, let me know in the comment section below. Again, it's your tech girl Mary, and see you guys on our MacBook Air review video. Bye guys!